Right now, while you're watching this video, God is preparing to bless you in ways you can't even imagine. But there are 7 specific signs that appear right before a major blessing is about to arrive. If you're seeing these signs in your life, get ready. Your breakthrough is not coming, it's already here. You're in the final moments before everything changes. In the next 25 minutes, I'm going to reveal the 7 unmistakable signs that God is about to bless you. And sign number 7 is so powerful that when it shows up, your blessing is guaranteed within days or weeks. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you are in God's process and how close you are to your miracle. Let's begin. Before we dive into the 7 signs, you need to understand something important about how God works. God doesn't bless randomly. He operates in patterns, seasons, and processes. Before He releases a major blessing, He prepares you for it. He tests you. He positions you. He develops you. And during this preparation period, specific signs appear that tell you your blessing is imminent. The Bible is filled with examples of this pattern. Joseph had a dream about his future, then spent years in a pit and a prison before God elevated him. David was anointed as king, then spent years running from Saul before taking the throne. The Israelites wandered in the wilderness for 40 years before entering the promised land. In every case, right before the blessing arrived, there were signs. Preparation had been completed. Character had been developed. Timing was perfect. And then breakthrough came suddenly. You might be in that exact moment right now. You've been praying, waiting, believing, working, and staying faithful. You've been through tests. You've faced challenges. You've wondered if God forgot about you. But He hasn't forgotten. He's been preparing you for what He's about to give you. Today, I'm going to show you 7 signs that appear right before God releases a major blessing. These aren't random observations. These are biblical patterns backed by thousands of testimonies from believers who recognized these signs right before their breakthrough. If you're experiencing multiple signs from this list, get ready. Your season is changing. Your blessing is arriving. God is about to move in your life in ways that will leave you in awe. Let's start with sign number 1. Sign number 1, unexpected peace in the middle of chaos. The first sign God is about to bless you is that you experience unexpected, supernatural peace even though your circumstances haven't changed yet. This might seem backwards. You'd think peace comes after the blessing arrives. But God gives peace before the breakthrough as a sign that He's working behind the scenes. Here's what this peace looks like. You stop worrying. Things that used to keep you up at night don't stress you anymore. You're facing the same problems, but somehow you're not anxious. There's a calm in your spirit that doesn't make logical sense. You feel different inside, even though nothing has changed externally, something shifted internally. You feel lighter. More hopeful. You wake up with an unexplainable joy or confidence. You're no longer forcing things. You've stopped trying to make things happen in your own strength. You've surrendered to God's timing. You're resting in faith instead of wrestling in fear. You can wait without panic. Before this peace, waiting felt like torture. Now, waiting feels okay. You trust that God's timing is perfect. You're not desperately trying to rush the process anymore. People notice the change. Friends or family say things like, "You seem different," or, "You're calmer than you used to be." They sense something has shifted in your spirit. This supernatural peace is God's way of preparing your heart for what's coming. He settles your spirit before He moves your mountains. He gives you peace before He gives you the blessing because He wants you to be stable enough to handle what He's about to release. The Bible says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds." This peace doesn't make sense based on your circumstances. That's how you know it's from God. When this peace shows up, it means God is saying, "I've got this." Your breakthrough is secure. You can rest now because I'm moving everything into position. I know someone who was facing foreclosure, health issues, and family problems all at once. One morning, she woke up with unexplainable peace. She couldn't explain it, but she just knew God had it handled. Within 2 weeks, 3 different solutions appeared for her problems. Her house was saved. Her health turned around. Her family situation resolved. The peace came first as a sign that God was already working. If you're experiencing supernatural peace despite ongoing challenges, that's sign number 1. God is about to bless you. But there's more. Let's look at sign number 2. Sign number 2, divine closures and sudden endings. The second sign God is about to bless you is that doors start closing and things start ending suddenly, and it feels divinely orchestrated. This might seem like a bad thing, but it's actually one of the clearest signs your blessing is near. God closes what needs to close to make room for what He's about to open. Here's what divine closures look like. Jobs end unexpectedly, you get laid off, fired, or your business suddenly fails. At first it feels like loss, but later you realize God removed you from the wrong place to position you for the right place. Relationships end or shift, friendships fade. Romantic relationships end. Even family dynamics change. God is clearing people who would hinder your next season or who aren't meant to go where He's taking you. Old opportunities disappear, doors you were trying to walk through slam shut. Plans you made fall apart. What you wanted doesn't work out. God is protecting you from blessings that aren't His best. You feel stripped or empty, it might feel like you're losing everything. But God is emptying your hands so He can fill them with something better. You can't receive what's new while you're clinging to what's old. The timing is sudden, these closures don't happen gradually. They happen quickly, often unexpectedly. That suddenness is God's signature, He's accelerating the process. You sense it's purposeful, deep down, even though it hurts, you know these closures are necessary. You sense God's hand in it. There's a knowing that this loss is making space for gain. The Bible shows this pattern clearly. God closed the door of Noah's Ark before He opened the floodgates of blessing, survival. He closed Joseph's prison door before opening palace doors. He closed the Israelites' slavery in Egypt before opening the Promised Land. Closures aren't rejections, they're redirections. They're not punishments, they're preparations. God is strategically removing obstacles, distractions, and wrong alignments to clear the path for your blessing. Many people miss their blessing because they're too busy grieving what closed to prepare for what's opening. Don't make that mistake. When you see divine closures happening, get excited. Your blessing requires space, and God is creating it. I know a man who lost his job, his apartment lease ended, and his girlfriend left him all in 1 month. He felt like his life was falling apart. But within 3 months, he got a better job in another city, moved into a home he could afford, and met the woman who became his wife. Every closure made space for something better. Those weren't endings, they were beginnings. If you're experiencing sudden closures and endings, that's sign number 2. God is clearing the path. Now let's look at sign number 3. Sign number 3, increased spiritual attacks and opposition. The third sign God is about to bless you is that spiritual attacks and opposition intensify. Things get harder right before they get better. This sounds counterintuitive, but it's biblical. The closer you get to your blessing, the more the enemy fights to stop you. Increased warfare means you're advancing toward breakthrough. Here's what increased opposition looks like. Unusual obstacles appear, problems pop up that seem specifically designed to discourage you. Your car breaks down. Technology fails. Simple things become complicated. It feels orchestrated. You feel under spiritual attack, nightmares increase. You feel spiritually oppressed. Negative thoughts bombard your mind. You sense spiritual resistance that wasn't there before. People turn against you. Suddenly, people who were supportive become critical. Gossip spreads. Relationships you thought were solid become strained. You feel more opposition from people. Your faith is tested harder, Circumstances challenge everything you believe. You're tempted to give up. Doubt tries to overwhelm faith. You're tested at a level you haven't been tested before. Everything feels harder, simple tasks require more effort. You feel drained. Progress feels impossible. It's like you're walking through spiritual quicksand. Old issues resurface, past problems, old temptations, or previous struggles come back. The enemy is throwing everything at you hoping something will make you quit. Why does this happen? Because the enemy knows what's coming. He sees God positioning you for blessing. So he launches a final attack trying to make you give up right before breakthrough. The Bible shows this pattern. Right before the Israelites entered the Promised Land, enemy nations attacked. Right before David became king, Saul hunted him most intensely. Right before Jesus' ministry launched, Satan tempted him in the wilderness. Increased opposition doesn't mean you're going backwards. It means you're close. The enemy only fights this hard when he's about to lose. He's trying to discourage you from crossing the finish line. This is actually good news. When warfare intensifies, it confirms that your blessing is secured in the spiritual realm and about to manifest in the natural. The enemy can't stop God's blessing, he can only try to stop you from receiving it by making you quit. Don't quit. The hardest part of pregnancy is right before birth. The darkest part of night is right before dawn. The most intense resistance happens right before breakthrough. I know a woman who faced the worst spiritual attack of her life, relationship crisis, financial disaster, health scare, all in 2 weeks. She almost gave up. But she kept praying and standing firm. Week 3, everything shifted. Every problem resolved. She got a job promotion, her relationship healed, her health improved. The attack was the enemy's last attempt to stop the blessing God had for her. If you're facing increased attacks and opposition, that's sign number 3. You're close. Don't give up now. Let's continue to sign number 4. Sign number 4, divine connections start appearing. The fourth sign God is about to bless you is that divine connections and strategic relationships start appearing in your life seemingly out of nowhere. God sends people before he sends provisions. Your blessing often has a name and face attached to it. When you start meeting the right people at the right time, your breakthrough is near. Here's what divine connections look like. You meet people unexpectedly, random encounters lead to significant relationships. You meet someone in line at the store, at an event, or through an introduction, and that person becomes instrumental to your next season. They have what you need. These people have resources, connections, knowledge, or opportunities that align perfectly with what you need. It's not coincidence, it's divine coordination. The timing is perfect, you meet them exactly when you need them. Not too early, not too late. God's timing in bringing them into your life is impeccable. There's immediate alignment, you connect quickly. There's a sense of purpose in the relationship. You both feel like the meeting was meant to be. They're positioned to help, they're in the right place, with the right influence, with the right access to open doors for you. God positioned them specifically to assist your blessing. Doors open through them, they introduce you to someone. They recommend you for something. They provide an opportunity. They speak your name in rooms you're not in yet. You didn't force it, you weren't trying to network or manipulate connections. These relationships appeared naturally because God orchestrated them. The Bible is full of divine connections preceding blessings. Ruth met Boaz. Esther encountered Mordecai. David connected with Jonathan. Jesus met his disciples. In each case, God brought people together at the exact right time for his purposes. Your blessing might be connected to someone you haven't met yet. God is about to cross your path with theirs. When it happens, you'll know it's divine. The timing, the circumstances, the purpose, it will all make sense. Sometimes your divine connection is someone who seems insignificant. A stranger. Someone you wouldn't expect. But God uses unexpected people to deliver His blessings. Don't dismiss anyone. Be open, be kind, and pay attention to new relationships entering your life. I know a man who struck up a conversation with someone at a coffee shop. That random conversation led to a business partnership that changed his life financially. He later said, "I almost didn't talk to that person. But something told me to." That conversation was worth millions. That was a divine connection. If new, significant people are entering your life and doors are opening through relationships, that's sign number 4. God is positioning people to help deliver your blessing. Now let's look at sign number 5. Sign number 5, your gifts and talents get noticed. The 5th sign God is about to bless you is that your gifts, talents, and abilities suddenly get noticed and acknowledged by important people. When God is ready to elevate you, He causes your gifts to be seen. What you've been doing in obscurity suddenly gets attention. Your time of hiding is over. Your season of recognition is here. Here's what this looks like. You get unexpected recognition. People who never noticed you before suddenly see you. Your work gets attention. Your abilities are acknowledged. You're being discovered. Opportunities to showcase your gifts appear, platforms open. Invitations come. You're asked to speak, perform, present, or demonstrate what you can do. God is creating stages for your gifts. Influential people take interest, leaders, decision makers, or people with influence notice you. They see something in you. They want to invest in you, promote you, or open doors for you. Your gifts make room for you. The Bible says, "A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men." Your skills are creating opportunities you didn't have to force. Your abilities are speaking for you. You're asked to step up. You're given responsibilities you haven't had before. You're trusted with more. You're promoted, elevated, or given authority in new areas. What you've been preparing for is ready. All those years of developing your skills, honing your craft, and working in obscurity were preparation. Now it's time to use what you've built. You feel ready. Internally, you know you're prepared. You've done the work. You've developed the skills. You've grown enough to handle what's coming. This is Joseph's story. He interpreted dreams in prison for years. Nobody noticed. Then suddenly, Pharaoh needed a dream interpreted. Joseph got called out of prison, showcased his gift, and became second in command overnight. His gift made room for him. This is David's story. He played harp and killed lions where nobody saw. Then suddenly, a giant needed fighting. David stepped forward, demonstrated his gift of faith and skill, and became a national hero and future king. Your time of obscurity is ending. God hid you on purpose to develop you without distraction. Now He's ready to show you off. Your gifts are about to open doors that have been closed. Your abilities are about to create opportunities that didn't exist. Don't downplay your gifts. Don't hide anymore. When opportunities to be seen appear, step forward. God is setting the stage for your blessing by making sure the right people see what He put in you. I know a woman who sang in her church choir for 15 years, same small church, same small audience. Then a visitor came who happened to be a music producer. He heard her, signed her, and within a year she had a gospel album that went nationwide. Her gift finally got the recognition God intended. The 15 years weren't wasted, they were preparation for the platform. If your gifts are getting noticed and opportunities to showcase them are appearing, that's sign number 5. God is elevating you. Now let's get to sign number 6. Sign number 6, you start seeing repetitive numbers and confirmations. The 6th sign God is about to bless you is that you start seeing repetitive numbers, patterns, and divine confirmations everywhere. When God is about to do something significant, He often gives signs and confirmations to strengthen your faith and let you know He's working. These aren't coincidences, they're God's way of saying, "I'm with you." It's happening. Here's what divine confirmations look like. You see number patterns everywhere, you keep seeing 111, 222, 333, 444, or other repeated numbers. You look at the clock at 11:11, 3:33, or 12:12 multiple times a day. You see these numbers on receipts, license plates, addresses, everywhere. These are angel numbers, divine confirmations. You hear the same message repeatedly, a scripture keeps coming up. A specific message appears in sermons, podcasts, conversations, and social media. God is speaking to you through repetition. Your prayers get direct answers, you pray about something, and within hours or days, you see confirmation. Someone mentions exactly what you prayed about. A door opens related to your prayer. Dreams and visions increase, God speaks through dreams. You start having vivid dreams about your future, your purpose, or what's coming. These dreams feel prophetic and significant. Prophetic words align, different people who don't know each other prophesy similar things over you. Multiple spiritual voices confirm the same message. You experience divine coincidences, events line up in ways that can't be explained by chance. You're thinking about someone and they call. You need something and it appears. Things align too perfectly to be random. You feel God's presence stronger, your prayer life is deeper. You sense God closer. You feel His guidance more clearly. This increased intimacy means He's preparing you for what's next. The Bible shows God giving signs before blessings. He gave Noah a rainbow. He gave Abraham stars. He gave Moses a burning bush. He gave Gideon a fleece. He gives His people confirmations when He's about to move. These signs aren't for God, He doesn't need confirmation. They're for you. He knows you need encouragement. He knows doubt tries to creep in. So He sends repeated messages saying, yes, I'm working. Yes, it's coming. Yes, I hear you. Don't dismiss these confirmations as coincidence. Pay attention. God is speaking. He's confirming your blessing before it arrives so you'll have faith to receive it when it shows up. I know someone who kept seeing 444 everywhere for 3 months. Every day, multiple times. She researched and learned 444 means, angels are with you, blessings are coming. Sure enough, month 4, she got a job offer that doubled her income, her health issue resolved, and a relationship she'd prayed for began. The numbers were God's advance notice. If you're seeing repetitive numbers, patterns, and confirmations, that's sign number 6. God is speaking. Your blessing is being confirmed before it arrives. Now we're ready for the 7th and most powerful sign. Sign number 7, you feel a sudden shift or change in your spirit. The 7th and most powerful sign God is about to bless you is that you feel a sudden, undeniable shift or change in your spirit that you can't explain. This is the final sign before breakthrough. Something shifts inside you at a spiritual level. You just know something has changed. You can't prove it, but you feel it. That shift is God's way of saying, it's done in the spiritual realm. It's about to manifest in the natural. Here's what this spiritual shift feels like. You just know, you wake up one day and you just know your season has changed. You can't explain how you know, but you know. There's a deep inner conviction that your time has come. You stop begging and start thanking, your prayers change. You're no longer begging God for the blessing. You're thanking Him for it as if it's already done. Faith rises in your spirit. You feel released, something that was holding you feels gone. A spiritual weight lifted. You feel free, light, and ready. The warfare you were feeling suddenly stops. You start preparing, you begin making practical preparations for your blessing even though it hasn't arrived yet. You're acting on faith that it's coming. You feel different, you can't put it into words, but you feel different. More confident. More expectant. More certain. Something inside shifted. Others notice the change, people say you seem different. Your energy is different. Your countenance has changed. They sense something shifted even if they can't name it. The waiting feels different. Before, waiting was hard. Now, waiting feels like the calm before the blessing. You're not restless anymore. You're at peace because you know it's coming. This shift happens in the spiritual realm before anything changes in the natural realm. God rearranges things spiritually first, then they manifest physically. When you feel this shift, your blessing is already secured in heaven. It's just manifesting to earth. The Bible shows this principle. Jesus said, "It is finished," on the cross before the full work was complete. He declared victory in the spiritual realm, then it manifested naturally. Abraham believed God before Isaac was born. He felt the spiritual shift before the physical blessing. When you feel this shift, don't doubt it. Don't let what you see discourage what you know in your spirit. What you're feeling is real. God is moving. The shift you sense is your spirit recognizing what God has already done in the spiritual realm. This is the sign that means breakthrough is imminent. Not someday. Not eventually. Soon. Very soon. Days, weeks, or months, but not years. When this spiritual shift happens, your blessing is already on the way. I know a person who felt this shift and told their family, something big is about to happen. I don't know what, but something has changed. 2 weeks later, they got a call about an inheritance they didn't know was coming. The shift they felt was their spirit sensing what was already moving toward them. If you feel this undeniable shift in your spirit, that's sign number 7. Your blessing isn't coming, it's here. It's manifesting. Get ready. You now know the 7 signs God is about to bless you. Unexpected peace in the middle of chaos. Divine closures and sudden endings. Increased spiritual attacks and opposition. Divine connections start appearing. Your gifts and talents get noticed. You see repetitive numbers and confirmations. You feel a sudden shift in your spirit. If you're experiencing even 3 or 4 of these signs, your blessing is imminent. If you're experiencing all 7, your breakthrough is guaranteed. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and when is soon. Here's what you need to do while you wait for your blessing to fully manifest. Stay in faith, don't let doubt creep in now. You've come too far. Your breakthrough is too close. Keep believing. Keep worshiping, worship in the waiting. Thank God for what He's doing before you see it fully. Gratitude accelerates blessings. Prepare practically, make room for your blessing. Clean your house. Organize your life. Get ready for what's coming. Stay obedient, keep doing what God told you to do. Don't slack off now. Finish strong. Protect your peace, don't let anyone or anything steal your joy. Guard your peace. You're too close to let negativity derail you. Share your testimony. When your blessing arrives, don't be silent. Tell what God did. Your testimony will encourage someone else who's waiting. Comment, "My blessing is here," if you recognize these signs in your life. Let's build a community of people who are expecting God's blessings. Like this video and subscribe for more encouraging spiritual content. Share this with someone who's been waiting for their breakthrough. They need to see these signs. Remember, God doesn't show you these signs to tease you. He shows them to prepare you. He's building your faith. He's confirming His promises. He's telling you to get ready because what you've been praying for, believing for, and waiting for is about to arrive. Your season of lack is ending. Your season of blessing is beginning. What was closed is opening. What was delayed is releasing. What was blocked is flowing. What you lost is being restored. What you need is being provided. God's blessings aren't just coming. They're here. In the spirit realm, they're already done. Now they're manifesting in your life. One by one, day by day, you're going to see the evidence of what God has been doing behind the scenes. Your story is about to change. Your testimony is about to be written. Your miracle is about to happen. Get ready. Stay ready. Your blessing is here. Until next time, keep the faith, stay expectant, and prepare to receive everything God has for you.